So, the new Glassmaker series is out and we finally got to meet Nihil, see Nora's true looks, and we got a quote-unquote boss fight. Quick plug, I've seen a lot of people complaining about the Nihil fight, and I have to say that it's one of the more enjoyable fights out there. Not because it is what it is, but because of what future battles could be. This is the first fight where there was some actual risk involved when it comes to timing, misplacement, etc. Now I won't spoil the whole fight, but I do hope you can find some enjoyment in it too, and hopefully we'll get more fights like this in the future. After defeating Nihil, you receive the Vitrica, two-handed heavy weapon that looks nothing like any of the other weapons we have had. The Vitrica also comes with a special ability which glasses your enemies when you perform an aim glide attack. Pairing that ability with a ground slam that shatters the glass, we get a solid mechanic that is fairly fun to use and pretty strong. The base stats of this weapon are comparable to the Grand Prime, which in and of itself is pretty crazy, as the Grand Prime is one of the most busted weapons in the game. With a decent 20% crit chance and a whopping 33 status, we're looking at a worthy addition to the Warframe arsenal. After a buttload of testing, here's the build, and also how I will personally use the weapon in conjunction with a frame. But contrary to what I'd normally use, the stance is cleaving forward. Simply because the spinning move works too well with the insane range of this weapon. Otherwise, it's pretty standard. Primed Reach for even more range, Blood Rush and Organ Shatter for the crit chance and damage. If you have a Helios Sentinel, you might want to use Gladiator Might for the added crit chance, but the advantage is pretty much negligible. Condition Overload for 120% melee damage per status type. Weeping Wounds for even more status chance, Berserker for the attack speed, as it is a heavy blade, you'll absolutely need this. And lastly, Primed Fever Strike and Vicious Frost for the Viral Elemental combo and a little more status chance. Even in normal combat, this build absolutely rips through your enemies, and doesn't even need the added special attack of the Vitrica. But let's take a look at how fast we can kill a bunch of goons while they are glassed. As you can see, there is no denying the power of Nihil's trusty blade. This is a blade that will carry you through all walks of content Warframe has to offer at the moment, and I definitely recommend getting it. With all that said, I'll leave you with some example footage, like and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you next week. Oh, and if you have something you'd like me to make a build on, leave it in the comments below. Later.